Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will take you on a tour of Qingyang Palace. Qingyang Palace is located in the southwest of Chengdu, Sichuan Province. It is a famous ancient Taoist temple with its construction dating back to 491 BC. The original name of Qingyang Palace was Qingyang Si, dating back to the Zhou dynasty. In Chinese, Qingyang means Cyan goat, and Si in ancient China referred to a market. Laozi, the founder of Taoism, also known as Lear, told his disciples before he embarked on his journey to recluse after finishing the foundational work of Taoism. The Tao teaching, "You can find me in the Qingyang market of Sichuan after 1,000 days." Later, believers built a temple to commemorate it, named Qingyang Temple. During the Tang dynasty, as the Tang emperor also had the surname Li, Laozi was respectfully titled the Supreme Mysterious and Primordial Emperor, and a statue of him was made. The Qingyang Temple was then renamed Zunzong Temple, later changed to Qingyang Palace. The overall architectural structure of the Qingyang Palace stretches from south to north, with a gradual increase in elevation. The main buildings, including the entrance gate, palaces, pavilions, and towers, are basically located on the same central axis, forming a magnificent palace complex. The palace is surrounded by lush trees and solemn Daoist statues of deities and immortals. The first thing that catches our eye is the gate of Qingyang Palace and its plaque, which was completed during the Qing dynasty. This door is solemn and magnificent, with dragons, tigers, and other auspicious carvings set in the eaves and on the pilasters. The carvings are fine and elegant in their modeling. You can see a horizontal inscribed board, known as a bian, above the door of every ancient Chinese building. It is like the eyes of the ancient building. The bian is usually hung above the door and below the eaves. If a building has doors on all four sides can have a bian, but the front door must have one. The first large hall in the Qingyang Palace is the Lingzhu Temple, which is a structure with a raised platform and various intricate and beautiful carvings. On the upper floor, a statue of General Wangshan is enshrined. In Taoism, he is a general who maintains discipline and is responsible for supervision in heaven and on earth. The second hall is called the Hall of Hanyuan. In the middle of the hall is enshrined the Master of Hanyuan, a master with a kind face, holding a weapon called the Hanyuan Chang'an circle. When the circle is stretched, it forms the shape of the Chinese character One, representing the Taoist belief in the original state of chaos and unity of the world. This can be described using a sentence from the Tao teaching: the Tao gives birth to one gives birth to two gives birth to three, and three gives birth to all things. The rear hall of the Hanyuan Temple enshrines the compassionate, venerable Sihang holy man, who sits on a lotus platform with a beautiful and merciful countenance, bestowing sweet dew and saving all sentient beings. She is one of the 12 Taoist golden immortals, originally a male immortal who later saw the heavy suffering in the world and the lack of a path to liberation for women who could not renounce the world to practice. So she reincarnated as a woman, practiced Buddhist teachings, and opened the way for women to renounce the world and practice. Both Taoism and Buddhism worship this compassionate goddess. The Sanqing Palace is the third large hall in the Qingyang Palace. This building is square in shape, with a bronze green goat on each side, which are the symbols of the Qingyang Palace. To the left of the main entrance of the Sanqing Palace is a unique unicorn bronze goat with the characteristics of the 12 zodiac signs. It has the appearance of a goat but is not a goat, with horns of a dragon, head of a monkey, back of a rabbit, tail of a snake, hindquarters of a pig, belly of a dog, claws of a tiger, and mouth of a horse. Local people believe that if they touch the cold belly of the bronze goat with their warm hands, they can cure diseases and dispel misfortune and bring good luck and ward off evil. Between the Sanqing Hall and the Hanyuan Hall is the Bagua Pavilion, an iconic building embodying Taoism. It is compactly laid out and refined, with 3 floors built on a quadrangular stone base. The pavilion body is round, symbolizing the ancient Chinese doctrine of the circle of heaven and earth. The two-fold flying eaves are adorned with an Chiwen pattern, which is a legendary half-dragon and half-fish animal. The Bagua Pavilion is surrounded by a tortoise pattern door and cloud openwork windows. The main door to the south features a relief of the 12 phases of the Taiji, with simple and elegant modeling that reflects the Taoist doctrine of the generation of a profound universe. The entire pavilion has 81 dragons carved into it, symbolizing Laozi's 81 transformations. There are also 64 hexagrams, designed based on the Taoist theory of yin and yang, and the 8 trigrams, symbolizing the Taoist doctrine of heaven is round and earth is square, yin and yang give birth to each other, and the 8 trigrams interchange and produce myriad things. Hence, it is named the Bagua Pavilion. Inside the pavilion, there is a statue of Laozi, especially depicting his appearance when he left through the Hangu Pass, and the image of the green ox facing west. Now we have arrived at the Dumu Palace, which is a stilt-style building and the only one with a Ming Dynasty style in Qingyang Palace. Dumu is a female deity in Taoism with 3 eyes, 4 heads, and 8 arms, and her name is Ziguang Furan in Chinese words. Her statue is benevolent and merciful, and she is a goddess who controls the fate of humans. She gave birth to 9 sons, who are known as the 9 emperors: Yu Huang, Ziwei, Tanlang, Jumen, Lukan, Wenku, Lianzhen, Wuku, and Pojun. On the right side of Dumu is the Queen Mother of the West, who is the leader of the female immortals and is also known as Wangmunian Yang in folk culture. On the left side of Dumu is the Earth Goddess, who controls the yin and yang, the growth of all things, and the spirit of the earth and mountains. She is also known as Earth Mother in folk culture. On both sides of the Earth Goddess are the statues of the 6 stars of the Southern Dipper and the Long Life Emperor of the South Pole, who are known as the Star of Longevity and the 7 stars of the Big Dipper in Chinese folk culture. In the long river of history, Chinese Taoism has continuously emerged with new ideas and absorbed new thoughts. Since the Yuan dynasty, Taoism has gradually formed 2 major sects, the Quanzhen and Zhenji, which have been passed down to this day. Here are the main differences between the two. Quanzhen Taoist priests do not drink alcohol or eat meat, do not marry or have families, teach disciples, and are called monastic Taoist priests, such as those in Qingyang Palace. Zhenji Taoist priests, on the other hand, can marry and have families. Although they often do not eat meat, they can drink alcohol and eat meat. They are known as household Taoist priests or fire-dwelling Taoist priests. To the east of the Yu Huang Palace, there is a platform about 7 to 8 meters high, with a double-layered square hall in the center, called the Descending Life Platform. On the west side, there is also a platform of the same height, with a similar hall built on top, called the Preaching Platform. According to folklore, Laozi descended again and preached Taoism to his disciples here. According to records, the Descending Life Platform and the Preaching Platform were both built during the Qing dynasty. Inside the hall of the Descending Life Platform, there are statues of Laozi's mother and Laozi's descending. Inside the hall of the Preaching Platform, there is a statue of Laozi. On the walls, there are many murals depicting the content of Laozi's descending and preaching. Here is the Sanguan Hall, which I believe is the most interesting place in the Qingyang Palace. Every day, many people come here to draw lots and ask for divination, and the process is as follows. The person seeking divination makes a fist with both hands in a ceremonial gesture, sincerely bows, and silently thinks of the question. In their heart, they then shake the bamboo tube containing the long wooden lots repeatedly until one of the lots jumps out of the tube by itself. Based on this lot, they go to the small room on the right to receive a paper explanation, which contains auspicious or inauspicious poems and explanations. If you do not understand the translation, you can also ask a Taoist priest to explain and interpret it, which is called interpreting the lot. Basically, this is a divination tool. used to seek blessings and guidance from deities when one has doubts or uncertainties in their heart, hoping to solve their problems and puzzles. Unlike the Buddhist idea of leaving the secular world, Chinese Taoism mainly seeks a kind of worldly happiness, which includes maintaining physical health, longevity, and even ultimately ascending to heaven and becoming an immortal god. Providing divination and fortune-telling is a manifestation of this idea. In fact, Qingyang Palace has always been a Taoist temple that is close to ordinary people. Besides divination and fortune-telling, you can also drink tea, chat, eat, take a walk, and even learn Tai Chi and Taoist music. I met an old man here who paints, and I had a chat with him.
可以用这个照，也可以用相机照，是吧？
对对对
工具是帮助你完成你的目的，
对，最终是还是要
还是要你
呈现在
自己的本事。
就是画面上的成长。
哎，对对，最后就是你自己的本事。
你这个应该很快的照的那种感觉，
多快？
不快吗？
1、2个小时的。
哦，主要是要画的细节可能
你
更
自己要慢慢的考虑嘛。
哦，
对了吧？
挺好的。我看你画了好几个地方，看到啊。
好，太多。
On the east side of the Qingyang Palace, there is an ancient independent Taoist temple called Erxian primarily worships 8 Taoist deities, with Dongbin and Hanjiangzi as the main ones. The murals here are exquisite and lifelike. This is the Qingyang Palace, a classical Taoist temple. If you want to understand the beliefs of the Chinese people, this place is definitely worth visiting because Taoism has had a profound influence on the Chinese, and China's roots are here. Unlike Buddhism's renunciation of worldly liberation, the core of Chinese Taoist thought is Tao, which can be understood from the literal meaning of the word as road, path, method, etc. The essence of Tao is natural, and humans and nature are integrated as one. Taoism advocates that people's inner selves should be calm, non-active, non-competitive, and weak, while externally it mainly seeks a worldly secular happiness, which is reflected in maintaining physical health, pursuing longevity, and even immortality, ultimately becoming an immortal existence. I am Mr. Lee. Welcome to subscribe to my channel and embark on a marvelous journey together in this wondrous world.